Good morning and welcome back to Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. More of the show just ahead, but right now we'll take a look at the weather forecast. If you're heading down here especially, or if you're already here, 45 degrees, about as high as we're going to get today. Going to be just chilly, but that's pretty much what December is here in the Great Smoky Mountains. And I'm talking about the surface temperatures near the attractions. So allow for some temperature drops as you head up to the high elevations, depending on where you may be staying or maybe hiking. You can lose 10, even 20 degrees depending on where you are. So about 45 near the attractions and 29 the low tonight, a touching below freezing, and there is just a chance of a shower as well, as there is pretty much about every day. That's look at the forecast. Now back to more of the show. I'm Brad Lovett on Mountain Fun Life.
Good morning, it's Kira with Morning in the Mountains, and I'm here with Jim with Rocky Top Tours. Now, we got to go on a really special tour today. Now, what was the name of the tour?
Smoky Mountain Special.
Smoky Mountain Special. And then do you have this tour year long, or is it just seasonal?
It's just seasonal.
Just seasonal. So when can people take this tour?
It's on Wednesday at 10 o'clock.
Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Awesome. And then, so with the tour that we took today, we just saw some beautiful bears. There was a mama bear and her 2 or 3 baby cubs. It was hard to tell because they were so tiny and dark. But, so you've been a tour guide for 40 years, right?
Going on 40.
Going on 40. And then, how often do you see like bear jams with all these people stop to see the bears?
Not very often at all.
Not very often?
This year I've seen maybe 10 bears and I'm up here all the time.
Really? So are they starting to become like an endangered species, or are they just moving away?
The park's doing a good job of managing them.
Okay.
If they start causing trouble, they'll haul them off, and that way they won't become accustomed to people's food.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, don't feed the bears.
Don't feed the bear.
What are some other good tips for people whenever like they encounter a bear or something like that?
If you run into a bear, you can't outrun it. Just stand your ground, make yourself look as big as possible, and make a lot of noise. And that should run him off.
Scare him off. Okay, well thank you, Jim. Now how can people take this tour with you all?
Just call 865-429-8687 and we'll book you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jim with Rocky
you.
Top Tours. Now back to you guys.
Good morning, and thank you for watching Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life. I'm Frank Murphy here with Jim Johnson, Kira Cupp, and Brad Lovett. 1 week till Christmas Eve. Oh, I know.
So excited.
Tonight's our last improv show of the year because we're not going to do a show on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve. But I get to host it tonight, and it's a big deal when the last show of the year is kind of exciting for us.
I want to be there.
Do you have anything planned for it?
I will totally have things planned, and I'll make up a list of about 15 different improv games, and then we'll play those tonight.
Are you going to get suggestions from the audience?
Yes, you should come. That's how the show works.
I want to. I've been to one of the Einstein Simplified shows.
Well, then, terrific.
Before I knew you personally.
And here I am now.
I hope you guys do an Elf on the Shelf piece.
Oh, we could do that.
Elf on the Shelf bit.
You
All right.
should.
Okay, no, I hope they're not watching because I don't want anybody to know what's coming up. I mean my fellows at improv. Now, speaking of homework assignments, which I have to write out this game list between now and 8 o'clock tonight. We asked Jim to do a homework assignment yesterday on the show, and that was to bring us a photo of the Winnie the Pooh. Yesterday was Bear Monday, so we're extending it into Bear Tuesday with the special bear that Jim found over the weekend. Could you show it to us?
There it is.
All right, send him over to Hunter. Hunter, there he is.
Look at it. He's on screen. Look at that.
That's him sitting on top of my Suburban.
Yes. So he's a suburban Winnie the Pooh.
He was.
He's
tried
so
to put
cute.
him in the car, and he would not fit in the because I thought it would be neat to drive down the interstate with Big Winnie the Pooh Bear in my car.
In a carpool lane?
Yeah,
They don't have those
because
here.
you got the two, the POV lanes.
Yes.
It's very important.
Now tell me,
What he did.
where did you find him, and why did you buy him?
Okay. Somebody had him. Because I've never seen one.
You're talking about, it wasn't at a store?
No.
You
It's
bought
a
it off a
person.
person?
It's a person. Yeah.
And they're walking through.
No, they weren't walking. It was at their house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You
And
just
I was
knocked
like-
on somebody's door and said,
Oh,
hey.
a friend. He's at a
Well,
friend's
friends.
house.
Oh, okay.
I knew him, and I was like, I never seen this Pooh Bear before. But I just know my grandson Atlas really, 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 really loves Winnie the Pooh. And I
You
saw
know,
that and I
Atlas
said, hey.
is famous for holding up the earth on his shoulders. I'm picturing your grandson holding up Pooh on his.
Oh, he
I
will at
shouldn't have
some
said it
point.
that way. I should not have said it that way.
Well, at some point in time, that's probably a true statement.
But anyhow, go ahead. So you bought this from your buddy,
Yes.
and I see. To me, I think, look at that. And I think that you'd win that at a carnival or a fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, I think that's where he got it.
Well, they do sell those at the Disney store too. I think. Yeah.
Hey, I think he won it. I think he won it at
Nice.
the fair.
All right.
And I just said, hey, I got a grandson. So I gave him the guilt trip, You don't need that. Come on, really? You don't need that.
Okay.
And now I have it.
So let's hear you say, "Oh bother," or
Oh, bother.
"Tut tut, looks like rain."
Yeah. I was more of the Tigger guy.
Oh,
I can see that.
I remember Paul
That's me.
Winchell
So you're always like,
did the voice for Tigger, and Sterling Holloway did the voice for Pooh, and I loved all of that. Oh bother. And then,
My wife does a really good Winnie the Pooh, but I do a better Tigger.
okay, you did. I loved it.
And that's why she said, she says, don't bother me, usually. Not why bother, but
Ah.
don't bother.
Well, we've eaten up more than
kidding.
half the segment talking about that Pooh bear. Do you have time for a couple of news stories, Brad?
I'm sure we'll find a way to squeeze this in here. Dollywood handed over a big check last week to Severe Food Ministries.
Nice.
And that check amounts to the admission amount for Sevier County days.
Oh, very
That's
good.
when Sevier County residents and workers get in for $5, and that all goes to Severe Food Ministries. And that happens about twice a year.
I didn't realize that was a charity thing. I just thought it was a way to get more people into the parks so they'd buy more stuff. I didn't realize. That's really cool. I had no idea.
Right, that's what that does. And then those are held during the early days of Smoky Mountain Christmas this year. With that check, Dollywood has now contributed more than $1.3 million to Severe Food Ministries.
that's
Wow.
awesome.
That's amazing.
I love it. I love it so much.
Now, what do we not like in the Smoky Mountains or anywhere else?
Garbage.
Porch pirates.
Oh.
Wait. I don't know what's a porch pirate?
All right, you buy something from Amazon, and it's waiting for you on the front porch until you get home to pick it up, and a porch pirate comes and steals it.
Yes. You've not heard of those.
So they're after your booty.
Yes.
In one way or
pretty much.
another. That is true.
Right. And it may not necessarily be from Amazon. It could be it could be a gift that your grandma sent you. Anything that's any Christmas package sitting on your porch gets stolen by a porch pirate.
This is why you need cameras.
This is why Amazon wants to go in your house and deliver the packages inside your house.
What?
Yeah, this is real.
What?
No, this is absolutely real. There's new things where you give Amazon permission with using Alexa and whatnot to unlock the trunk of your car, for example, and they go unlock your car and they put the package in your car and then they lock it back in the car. Or you give Amazon permission to unlock your house because you've got a lock that's Alexa controlled, and they unlock your house and they walk in and they put the package
Not me.
down and they leave.
Not me.
Allegedly.
Well, have you seen the Amazon boxes outside of gas stations? They're big,
Yes.
like lockers,
Yes.
airport lockers.
Yeah.
Where you do that and they put it there and you go and
Pick it up.
you get your package in a locked box at a gas station.
We're running out of time for this segment. We're gonna have to continue it in the next news segment. But what's the quick story there, Brad?
Quick story is Tennessee is the 11th in the country for holiday-related crime. And in our next segment, we'll talk about how to help yourself not to be a victim of that porch pirate thing.
Good tease. Okay, we'll have more of that coming up. We got some interviews, we got some sports, we got some other stuff happening on the show. And we also want to remind you about our Mountain Fun Life Best Deals. Call 865-978-1152. But fortunately for me, there's a lovely produced commercial that Kira put together that I don't have to tell you everything right now because it's coming right up on Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life.
Want more Mountain Fun Life? We are now streaming through Roku. Roku is a device that enables you to stream entertainment to your TV through your internet provider. The starting price is only $29, and you can purchase one either online or through your local electronics retailer. It's easy to use, and you won't have to worry about missing any more Mountain Fun Life episodes. Mountain Fun Life, guiding your adventure.
This is Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. Hi, Frank Murphy here, speaking with Mel Whaley, who is a coach, consultant, advocate for not only for-profit businesses, but also nonprofits in and around the Smoky Mountains. Hi, Mel, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Now, in the nonprofit world, you help out those who maybe are starting out a small charity or have a charity that isn't one of the bigs. We're not talking about the major, disease associations. We're talking about a cause that maybe is a grassroots cause, and that is your website, tentalk.org, T-E-N-N, like Tennessee, talk.org. What does that do?
Yeah, correct. So lots of people that are going into social missions to help others, they don't have a whole lot of business experience.
Sure. Well, a lot of charities start out as something as simple as a lemonade stand or something. You end up saying, I'm going to do a fundraiser because I believe in helping, and next thing you know, it grows.
That's right. And lots of the people that I've worked with are in recovery or have some kind of past experiences that gave them the passion to even start the nonprofit in the first place.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes, and it's really tough to start a nonprofit. And,
tell me about it, yeah.
Yeah, and so what I do is I help them guide. They have the ideas and the passion, and I just help them find more efficient ways to help make the reality.
Now, also, you're able to use that passion for helping others because you've got the experience in the commercial world, in the for-profit world. So if we have, whether we have a nonprofit or whether we have a paid business, what is it you can do for us? Let's just suppose the paid business where you're helping out for-profit entities. You want to start up a new business, you don't know how to break into the digital world, you might contact Mel Whaley.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of the business aspect of it that people need some guidance on is just how to market themselves and brand themselves.
Oh, yeah.
They have lots of ideas everywhere, but they need help streamlining that, and that's where I come in to help with that streamlining.
Sometimes you start by being consistent in your social media handles.
Yeah.
You've met folks, I'm sure, who have, on Twitter I'm this, but on Instagram I'm that, and on Facebook I'm this, and I'm on YouTube I'm something else, where one of the basic lessons, I imagine, is no, you've got to pick a name and be the same on all of them.
That's right. And also, so many people have so many ideas.
Yeah.
You got to start with one and saturate it.
Yeah.
And that way you can grow a whole lot faster. So lots of times I'm just helping people brainstorm and just, it's their direction, but to have someone to talk to while they're brainstorming can really identify which direction they need to go.
And you're located here in the
Sevier County.
And what's the best way? We talked about tentalk.org is how to find you if I'm starting up a nonprofit or if I have a little baby nonprofit that needs the help. But for those of us who are starting up businesses and we want to, whether we're opening a, what's the hot thing? Cupcakes are done. I think donuts still hot?
Yeah.
I think donut, you know what I mean. Whatever the hot thing is, you want to be on the jump on that. How would we find you?
Yeah, so my marketing company is Fameyah Media, and so it's FAMEYAH media.com.
And that has meaning to you, that name?
It does. It's my son's name and my daughter's name pressed together.
Oh, nice.
And so it looks like it's Fameyah Media, which is fine with me.
Right.
But it's really Fameyah Media.
Uh-huh. And when we contact you at Fameyah, first thing is going to be sit down and figure out what's your strategy, what's your goal.
That's right, because all the way from coding to websites to social media marketing to videography, photography, the biggest thing is just how can we brand you with the market that you have and you need.
And the fun thing, interesting thing to me about social media marketing is we all think we know how to do it because we all have a Facebook account. Nope.
Well, and not everybody needs a Facebook account.
But you know
for
what I mean.
business.
Because most of us are on social media, we all automatically think we know how to market to social media. But there's a lot of tricks and it's a game.
It is a game, and that was one thing that actually interests me in the digital marketing world is just all the algorithms, the coding, and just being able to understand that and definitely track your campaigns.
Sure.
And it can be a whole lot more cost effective. So instead of just going blind doing things, you actually know which direction to go because you have the analytics.
Now, the businesses that you help are many. What are the categories? Are we talking about tourism, service industries, or more, brick and mortar, hard goods type of stuff?
It's a little bit of everything because marketing concepts are the same. The branding is just different for the businesses. So I've worked with breweries.
Oh.
I've worked with dog trainers.
Yeah.
I've worked with financial companies.
Yeah.
Trucking companies. And really, it's all the same concept.
Uh-huh.
It's just the product's different, the service is different, but it's all the basic same concepts for marketing.
Of getting the brand out there and getting the message across.
Yeah, it's exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Making that exposure.
Yeah. Well, that is awesome. Mel Whaley, you can find her also if you're interested in the nonprofit world at tenntalk.org, T-E-N-N talk.org.
Yes.
We're talking about consulting, we're talking about coaching, we're talking about digital marketing for both the nonprofit world and the for-profit world.
Yes.
Lovely. All right, and the best thing about your nonprofit is you help them in a way that they can afford. I mean, you're not one of those consultants that charges a fortune and taking the money from the nonprofit.
Well, yeah, and consulting fees can cost anywhere from $500 to $400 an hour.
I've heard of this, yes.
So, and for someone starting a nonprofit, whether it's to help the homeless or whether
Right.
it's to help someone in recovery, they don't have $300
So
an hour.
You can help them without charging them.
I do help them.
Without
yes.
charging them those exorbitant fees.
That's exactly right.
I love it. All right, Mel sorry, I was just trying to gesture. Mel Whaley and Famia also, Famia.com.
FamiaMedia.com.
FamiaMedia.com. Thank you. Thanks for watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. I'm Frank Murphy. We'll be right back with more after this.
Oh girl, funny looking, shake a leg, body up and maybe we look stupid, but it's fine. She looks like she's from California. Cali get down like this. Cali get down like this. Cali, everybody be like, what up, what up?
Good morning and welcome back to Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. More of the show just ahead, but right now we'll take a look at the weather forecast. If you're heading down here especially, or if you're already here, 45 degrees, about as high as we're going to get today. Going to be just chilly, but that's pretty much what December is here in the Great Smoky Mountains. And I'm talking about the surface temperatures near the attractions. So allow for some temperature drops as you head up to the high elevations, depending on where you may be staying or maybe hiking. You can lose 10, even 20 degrees depending on where you are. So about 45 near the attractions and 29. The low tonight is a touching below freezing, and there is just a chance of a shower as well, as there is pretty much about every day. That's a look at the forecast. Now back to more of the show. I'm Brad Lovett on Mountain Fun Life.
Hey y'all, it's Blake here. The crew at Old Red and I want to wish you and yours the happiest holiday filled with all your favorite things. Be safe and be good, but not too good. We'll see you next year. Cheers, everybody.
Thank you for watching Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life. I'm Frank Murphy with Jim Johnson, Kira Cup, and Brad Lovett. And in our first news segment of the show this morning, we got all excited trying to combat porch pirates, which are those guys, or girls, doesn't matter, who will steal packages that have been delivered to your front porch. So you've got to come up with ways to go around it, but Brad will help us with that. But remember, you were telling us what?
Oh, there's this guy that got tired of it, and he was an engineer, and he designed a little box. It has 4 cell phones in it, and it would shoot, literally, it would spray like 4 or 5 puffs of flatulent spray.
Yeah. It's like you buy at a novelty store, expensive
and then
gifts,
spit out tons of glitter. And the cameras, his phones, they would activate and send a live feed to him when they open it up. It's hilarious. You
So
go to
so
YouTube,
the guy
it's
steals the
hilarious.
package and drives away with it. So as soon as he's done that, the GPS that's inside the package alerts the engineer that the package has in fact been stolen off the front porch, and it's designed to look like a regular Amazon box on the outside. So the bad guy, takes it, and this happened multiple times with
it's
multiple
hilarious.
bad guys
It is
because he built many of them. So the bad guy takes it to his or her home, and then the cameras activate when they start to open it, and everything you just described happens.
Comes out great.
And you see it all because the
fantastic.
cameras are inside the box, and you're looking out at this guy getting a face full of glitter and fart spray.
It's hilarious. I
That's
just think
wild.
how
So
wonderful.
that's
is
one
that?
way, one very complicated way to combat porch pirates. But for those of us who are not so technically inclined, Brad, what are some legitimate, best practices?
Well, a lot of folks, depending on your workplace, ask if items can be delivered to your place of work.
Oh, I've worked with a lady who bought so much stuff year round from Amazon. Every day she got a delivery, every day. And sometimes small packages, sometimes huge packages, but always came to work because she would work insane hours. She'd be there from 9 in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. Yeah.
Now you can ship items to a family member or a friend's house if they are usually home during the day. Now, if I was the marketing department of the UPS store, I'd be advertising very heavily that you should get one of those UPS store boxes. They'll take your deliveries.
Yeah. I mean, if you had you have a PO box or in the case of some of the companies that don't deliver to the U.S. Postal Office, right? You have to get a box at a UPS type store or like a Postal Annex. My buddy Alfazari has that. Yeah, that kind of store. Yeah.
It'd be cool if they could design some kind of mailbox for packages that you could keep at your house.
They have them.
They do.
Yeah.
You mean
it's
like a big
box.
bin?
Like
Yeah,
a
they
lot.
got them at Costco. I love Costco.
Yeah.
I like
how does
saying
it, how does it
Costco,
work?
Costco.
I mean, if I have this bin at my house, how does it work?
Yeah, you put the stuff in there, and then when you get home, you put the button and
How does
and it opens
the
up.
how does the UPS guy put it in the box?
I guess
and
it's
then
got
lock
the way you put it in the box. I guess you give your mailbox person or your person the code, and
Okay.
they get in there and they put it in there, and then they close it.
I was also picturing like when you go to mail a package at the post office, is that giant drawer that comes down, and you put the
Yes.
box in there, and you close the drawer, and the box falls, and now it's secure on the other side of the wall. You could have that
I like that
installed
idea.
into your front of your house.
I would rather have that than have random people come into my house and put the box in there.
Now, your
That'd be good
friends
if you're
over at
gone.
Micro Wrestling, they could climb in and go into your house
Go in
that
your
way.
house. Yeah.
Because they just put them in, they just mail them to yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's something. Or if your dog gets out, your neighbor could put your dog in the box and
Oh my gosh.
your dog. Be kind of cool, wouldn't it? It's better
So
than a
that's
pet door.
all right. So there's one other thing that we do. Obviously, I've got my next door neighbor Nancy and I. We look out for each other. So if she's expecting a package, she knows because nowadays you can tell. Where's track my stuff. So she'll give me a heads up that she's got something coming, and I'll give her a heads up that I've got something coming. So in case we're home at different times, we can grab it for the other one. And then the other thing that I like to do, and I hope you're not watching, bad guys, is have them put it on the back porch. Leave a note that says, please bring I'm not going to be home until 4 o'clock. Do you mind to bring it around to the back porch? So it's not sitting there. 'Cause that's what the porch pirates
good
do, is
idea.
they're not going to check they're not going to trespass on everybody's house. They're driving up and down, following the UPS truck, and they look and see where the packages are, and then they come circling back around and see which packages are still sitting there an hour later, and those are the ones they steal.
That's something, man.
I've heard of them taking notes as they drive by people's houses of what all they have and they come back later, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's casing it, the joints.
It's like that place buys good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I hope that's helpful to you. Especially if you have, I found some of my family members who have a vacation home will do this. They'll have stuff shipped to the vacation home, like a cabin in the mountains, for example, the day before they arrive. So you got to make sure you have precautions, so that it's still there when you get there for your vacation.
Yeah.
So anyhow, there you go. All right, it's only a week till Christmas, so this might be too late for this year, but or a week till Christmas Eve, right? Yeah. All
That's
right.
right. And we do have some tickets for you.
In fact, you still have time to get a great savings and give these tickets for Christmas. Call us at 865-978-1152. Buy some of our discounted tickets at our Mountain Fun Life Best Deals, and we'll get them to you in time for Christmas so you can wrap them up and say, here is your gift. It's tickets to a show, because that's what people want nowadays, is experiences, not stuff. I don't need more stuff. Don't give me stuff. Give me tickets. I would love tickets for Christmas. There you go. That's what I got last year. I got a Ticketmaster gift card, one of my best gifts I got.
Really?
Yeah. Used it to buy tickets to a play at the Tennessee Theater. Loved it.
fun.
Anyway, that's our Mountain Fun Life Best Deals, 865-978-1152. More of the show coming right up. It's Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life. I'm Frank Murphy. Time to take a look at sports with our activities director.
Now it sounds like we're on a cruise or something.
That's what I'm thinking about, yeah. You're like Julie on the Love Boat.
Julie McCoy on the Love Boat, yes.
That's what I was actually thinking of.
I have never gotten that comparison before.
And here's Rich Haley, activities director Rich Haley.
Okay. So our activities for tonight, we've got a lot of basketball for you. It's Tuesday night, good basketball night in Sevier County. Sevier County is going to be taking on South Doyle in a district matchup, and Seymour will be taking on Morristown West, also a district matchup. Then Gatlinburg-Pittman has to go on the road, so if you want to watch the Highlanders play, you have to go to Carter. They're taking on the Hornets.
All right.
And also a district matchup. Then our one non-district game, Northview, who played last night, is also playing tonight against North Green.
Is that normal in basketball to play back-to-back nights?
Normally you try to get a day off, but generally there are going to be teams who play back-to-back. For example, Sevierville will be playing again tomorrow.
Oh, wow, okay.
Sevier County will.
All right.
So, but that's the rundown of basketball for today. That's our high school basketball. And, of course, tomorrow we'll be talking about the Lady Vols taking on Stanford. That's going to be a big matchup.
Okay, we'll hear more about that coming up. I hope they do well. You're watching Morning in the Mountains with Activities Director Rich Haley and me. I'm Frank Murphy.
I'm not perky enough to be an Activities Director.
All right, you can be the Inactivity Director.
That I can do.
I
can do.
We'll be back with more of the show coming right up.
The best way to see the Smokies. Rocky Top Scenic and Leisure Tours. Our beautiful tours of the Great Smoky Mountains will take you where you want to go. Imagine experiencing the beauty of the Great Smoky Mountains through the windows of our mini coach. Every member of the family can devote themselves to the passing landscape. We take you to the best places. So if you're looking for the best way to enjoy the Smoky Mountains, let us take you on a Rocky Top bus tour. Rocky Top Bus Tour, the best way to see the Smokies.
Thank you for watching Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life. Frank Murphy here with Jim Johnson, Carrot Cup, and Brad Lovett. It's been an exciting Tuesday, and I'm practicing my pronunciations for Tuesday, as you recall.
Tuesday.
No, not Tuesday. You're making fun of that guy. You totally knew what you were doing. You were setting me up.
I did.
Tuesday. That's funny. Tuesday.
Not sorry about it.
There's a radio announcer who pronounces it like it's something you would chew. CHEW.
Today is Tuesday.
Tuesday. No, it's Tuesday.
Probably has something to do with Wimpy, because Wimpy says, "I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today."
Absolutely.
So Tuesday's payday from Wimpy. So
all right.
Wimpy owes you money.
Well, anyway. It's been a fun Tuesday. We've talked about Porch Pirates, and we've talked about Winnie the Pooh, and we've had a very good show. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate all y'all.
Thank you,
Thanks for
Frank.
being here.
All right. And we're all in the Christmas mood because tomorrow is 1 week till Christmas. Today is 1 week till Christmas Eve. Da-da-da-da-da. We'll be back tomorrow with our Wednesday program. Anything special, Brad, coming up on the Wednesday show?
Well, it is the season to announce concerts, and we have even more coming up for the next year, for the year 2020 in the area.
Thank you, beer sales.
Yes.
That's why it is. All right. We'll be back with another great show coming up tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you tomorrow on Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life, Facebook, Roku, and YouTube.